So, healing your mother wound without repairing the relationship with your mother. So, the first thing is to hone in on your emotional memories of your mother. And I like to break it down in the way that Gene Keys, a system that complements human design, does. So, there's the first 7 years of your life, ages 0 to 7, 7 to 14, and then 14 to 21. But 0 to 7 is very, very important time frame. And you can go back as far as how you were conceived, the energetic state of the mother around conception, her reaction to your conception, and we all have that encoded in our emotional body. And so ages 0 to 7, again, are the most important, and that is because our brain is in a very specific state. And so your emotional awareness, your emotional memories with your mother will be stored around that time frame. And once you understand and you can properly access your emotional memories with your mother, it's important to begin to almost suck out the poison of those experiences, because obviously we need the healing from the mother. So that means that there has been a dysfunctional relationship. And this part, sucking that poison out, reducing the emotional charge around the memories, it could be the hardest part of everything, really, because, it is in our biological makeup to be emotionally tethered to the mother, because she is kind of like our God, essentially, as children. And so it's important to find techniques that work for you. I personally like anything that regulates the body, but also connects me to a multi-dimensional perspective about the relationship with the mother. I know that EFT is really popular. I love meditation. I meditate all the time, even though sometimes I struggle with that. Surprisingly, even though it's weird because I love it, but I still struggle with it. I know that being in nature really helps. And that sounds cliche, but nature represents a certain set point of energy, so that's why it's so powerful to connect with it. So after we have begun to address the emotional memories and we have begun the process of removing the energetic charge that those emotions bring, we can kind of look at the mother more objectively. And by viewing the mother in a more objective way, we can begin to see if we really want this person to be in our lives or not. And this is the way that I think about it. If this person were not my mother, would they match the quality of individual that I would want in my life? And for many people, that answer is going to be no. That answer could possibly be yes. It just depends on your specific journey with your mother. But I find that more often than not, the saying blood is thicker than water does not apply. And I feel we should not stop there. We should not only consider the relationship that we've had with our mother in this current incarnation. We should also consider the multi-dimensional perspective of the energy signature that the mother carries, and begin to recognize that not only in regards to the mother, but in regards to the people that we interact with, and possibly in past lives as well, if you've done that type of exploration. And just really familiarizing yourself with the energy signature that your mother carries, and recognizing if that is in resonance with the frequency of your soul and the frequency of the life that you want to create in this incarnation. And so you'll notice that none of that necessarily involves the mother as much as it involves understanding the frequencies that you had not only in childhood, but what she emanates now and what could be emanated in the future. And so that is how I feel you heal the mother wound without repairing the relationship with the mother. We have to decenter our mothers from our lives, especially when it is more of a karmic mother figure. And we have to begin to go inward and undo the frequencies that have been embedded in our consciousness that are not of resonance with the frequencies of our souls. And really understanding that because of our biology and because of the fact that we were formed from part of our mother's essence, this work can be very arduous, can be very heavy and burdensome, because we are going against something that is naturally ingrained within us. It is a natural process for us to love our mothers, but when the mother is unhealthy, it can be unhealthy for us to be in relationship with the mother. So that's my 2 cents. I feel that I could make this a little bit longer, going into attachment theory, and also, the questions like, why did I incarnate via my mother? Why did I incarnate into this family system? Things like that. I mean, I could still go a little bit deeper, but I think everything that I covered kind of gives a step-by-step process. Again, really working on the emotional memories, and then basically decentering the mother and prioritizing your emotional well-being that was not a priority in very formative, very malleable years of your life. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. If you do, let me know. And yeah, this has been fun for me to kind of organize my thoughts in a very step-by-step manner.